how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am bringing you an empties video. So this is my August empties, so it's not one of my larger ones, but there's still quite a bit in it, so I'm happy with that. So we get cracking, we'll get the boring stuff out of the way and we'll save the makeup to last because we all know that's the fun of it. So first up we have the Tony & Guy Heat Protection Mist. So this is just a travel size kind of one. It was okay. No, actually it wasn't okay. That's a lie. Why am I lying to you? Straight out the gate. Let's be honest here, Ruth. Didn't like it. It left my hair feeling crunchy. It's the only way I can describe it. Kind of like a bad mousse or a bad hairspray. So that worries me as well if you're using it as a heat protection spray. I don't know. I wouldn't repurchase it, definitely not. So that is first up. Next up I have a dry shampoo, always exciting stuff. Andrew Fitzsimmons, whatever you want to call him, in collaboration with Primark. He has a range of hair care products and this is a dry shampoo. It's fine. The scent is a bit strong. It wouldn't be my favourite. Kind of powdery smelling. And I suppose it does help with the oils. If you saw my video, what I brought on holidays with me, makeup video, and my hair was out here, that was this. It does give a great amount of texture to hair, I have to say. So for that respect, like, it's €3 and I have a texturizing spray there that I want to use next, but I would consider purchasing it for that alone. It did give fantastic volume to hair, and because my hair is a bit lighter since I got it highlighted, I'm not noticing any kind of white cast, shall we say, because it's not shown up. So that is a possible repurchase for me, actually. Deodorant, Dove Go Fresh. Adore the smell of this. It's a pity they're not cruelty free. If they were, I would certainly repurchase it. So I'm on the hunt now for cruelty free ones that I really like. I found a few that'll do, but none that I love. I want to smell pretty. Is that too much to ask for? Next up is the Jaya. I think it's Jaya. I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly. Baltic Home Spa Fit Mango Microscope. It's a Polish brand that it has been released over here in Ireland, and I've been trying out a few bits from it. Didn't love this one. The scent was just okay for me. I could have done with it being a bit more fruitier, a bit more, I don't know. That. And the scrubs as well, there were few and far between. So I just didn't feel that it did a whole lot of kind of scrub, especially because I like a scrub in the summer for fake tan, you know, for getting it off. So I don't think this would be a repurchase for me. Just didn't really tick the boxes that I like to tick when it comes to that kind of stuff. Next up are some Epsom salts. So natural magnesium sulfate crystals with added fragrance. These ones were eucalyptus. Yeah, they were grand, they were fine, they did the trick. I need magnesium because I don't sleep well and it can help with that. I have restless legs, magnesium can help with that, and I can sometimes suffer from night terrors. And again, magnesium apparently helps with that. So that's why I try to use magnesium products in my bath before bed, or in lotions, or as a supplement. Next up, love this. Very hard to get at the moment and I don't know why. It's the Inky List Peptide Moisturizer. So this is a gorgeous moisturizer in my opinion. It has one of these lovely kind of airless pump doodads, which I really enjoy. I'm actually going to keep the packaging, I think, and see if I can use it for something else, because it's really solid and a good packaging. But as far as a moisturizer goes, I absolutely loved it, I have to say. It just did what I needed it to do. No fuss, no muss, no heavy scents, nothing like that. Lasted a good while. I was worried at the start that there mightn't be too much in it, but I've been on a few sites now and they're all saying it's out of stock, and I'm hoping that something hasn't happened and that it's gone off the market for some reason, because I thoroughly enjoy it. So yeah, if you've heard anything with regards to these, please let me know, because I'd be disappointed if it's gone, but it doesn't mean I need to start hunting for something else. I have one or two others there that I want to use beforehand, but yeah, that'll be my go-to if hopefully not gone off the market. Next up is the Ornay 100 Organic Cold Pressed Rose Hip Seed Oil. I enjoy rose hip seed oil for its anti-aging benefits. It's quite a nice oil, I find, to use. A couple of drops, pat it into my skin as at the end of my routine, or I'll pump some moisturizer and put a drop of this in with the moisturizer and do this thing and this thing. And yeah, it works great like that too. Didn't particularly love this one. I found it went rancid pretty quickly. So what I mean by that is the smell and it changed very quickly. And like I opened this and used it. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I opened it, used it, put it back in the drawer, used something else. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be more consistent with my products and use them start to finish. So I ended up having to use this on my body as well to use it up because it was just, it was gone very fast. So I won't be I won't be repurchasing this one. I have purchased one from the Inky List. I had tried that before and it worked perfectly and it didn't turn. So that's the one I'll be going with from now on. I did have one from Trilogy as well, which was a beautiful one, but it's a good bit more expensive, probably double the price. So, you know, that and the Inky List works, so no need to go for the higher price. Another one of my Snail Masks. I think that's the last one actually, which makes me sad because I actually really enjoyed these. And I was in TK Maxx the other day and they didn't have them, which was, again, a pity. But, you know, I'm trying to cut down on face mask, sheet masks. Anyway, so no bad thing. Next up, my Skin Ingredients Skin Shield SPF 50 PA+++. This is it here. It was in a project pan. That's why we are all marked up. And yeah, it's all used up. This was beautiful. I will not deny that this was gorgeous. It sat fantastically under makeup, looked lovely on its own, had a kind of a pinkish hue to it, which meant you got no white cast, you just got a bit of a glow. Beautiful. But they're now selling it for nearly half the amount of product for the same price. Good luck to you lads. Off with you. Happy for you, but I won't be purchasing it. I spent 40 quid on half the amount of product. Just, I'm not doing it. It's just not happening. So that's blacklisted the range as a whole for me, which is really disappointing because it's an Irish brand and I would have loved to have supported them. But no. Ole Henriksen, not quite sure. Glow 2O Dark Spot Toner. It was okay. I got this as part of a kit. It had the Banana Bright primer, I think, and an eye cream and this in it. And I was keen to try this because I had seen Andrea Mattaliano. She always loves this. It was grand. It was fine. I wouldn't repurchase it or buy the full size of it. It stung a little bit, and I feel like I exfoliate enough with chemical exfoliants to not warrant that. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be really having any of that kind of crack going on now. So yeah, I won't repurchase this. I'll go back to my glycolic from, I'll probably get, what was the girl saying? It is completely gone. Oh, Courtney was telling me the Ornay do a great glycolic toner, so I'm going to try that one next. After I finish the 30 million I have in my drawers already, you know, after that. Next up is from Boots. It's their own brand skincare. It's called Boots Ingredients and it's Bakuchi oil. So I don't know if you've heard of Bakuchi oil or not. It is supposed to be my understanding of it, should I say, is that it's supposed to be a natural alternative to retinol. Now maybe this is just because it was a cheap one. It was only like €5. I didn't notice anything great shakes happening with this. Didn't adversely affect my skin. Didn't do anything that I'd write home about either. After kind of using half of it, I decided to concentrate it on my neck because I felt like I don't use a whole lot of skincare like I would on my face and my neck, and maybe I'd see some difference there by using it solely there, more so than I would on my face. But I didn't notice anything, so I wouldn't repurchase it, cheap and all as it was. It was grand. Don't know if Bakuchi oil actually works or not. Maybe I need to try a more expensive one. I don't know. Or maybe I just need to get over myself and stop being frightened of retinol and actually start using it. The Ordinary Buffet Serum. Fantastic. I love this. This is a great serum. This is a repurchase for me. I'm actually going to look at getting the bigger size the next time. But yeah, it's a multi-technology peptide serum. Yeah, peptides seem to be my thing, don't they? The Inky List is peptide as well. Seem to enjoy that. Yeah, very enjoyable, easy to use. You can use it day or night or both or whatever you want to do. Lovely, really enjoy it. And we're on to the makeup. No, we're not. We have a tan first. Haha, I fooled you. Saint-Tropez Self Tan Purity. I don't know why it's called Purity. What a ridiculous name. Natural Glowing Skin Bronzing Water Face Mist. Love it. Absolutely loved it. Gave a beautiful colour to the skin. Had a lovely scent. Just, oh. Beautiful, just a beautiful scent, just a really summer, fresh, fruity scent. Love it. Supposedly has skincare qualities to it. Don't know if that's true or not, or whether it had much. Yeah, they're so far down the list, they're not going to make any difference, I don't believe anyway. But I don't care. It was about getting a tan for the face, and this did a beautiful job of it. And even I have some that I have tried in the past and one that I'm using at the moment, and I noticed, you know, the following night when I do my skincare, it was all coming off on my pad with my glycolic acid or whatever, and I kind of felt like, well, sure, then it's only really clogging up my skin, and what's the point? I can just put like a cream bronzer or something on, you know. But this one didn't do that as much, not until kind of a couple of days in you started to notice coming off in the cloth. But it just gave a beautiful glow to the skin, just a healthy tan without looking completely orange. It just didn't at all, and it was so easy to use. Usually when I use these, I will use if I can find it, I'll use something like this, a buffing brush. So I'll spray it onto my face first, maybe give another spritz onto there, and I'll actually buff it into my face then. I just found that way I'm not getting any streakiness, any patches, anything like that. Bring it up around my ears, down my neck, and I'll actually do the back of my hands with it as well. Fantastic. Just really thoroughly enjoy that. Probably won't buy it now coming into the winter because I just won't be bothered. But I will definitely get it next summer. I think they do a serum as well, which I might try for a change, but really enjoyed that. Loved it. And it's cruelty free. Saint-Tropez is cruelty free. Now into the makeup. So these ones, I don't know if you consider them empties or not, but I am. So that's all that really matters at the end of the day. I have a concealer from Revlon, and I have a foundation from Physicians Formula. And because I've used well over half of each of them, we're into like the last kind of quarter of each of them. This one has turned, it just doesn't smell the same as it used to, and I'm not happy to use it because I usually use it on my eyes. And this one I just hate it. Let's be frank and honest about it. I didn't enjoy this at all. I forced myself to use it because I kept trying to find the thing that people loved about it, because so many people love it. They say it's a holy grail foundation, and what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me that this was not a holy grail foundation? I don't understand. But I persevered. No. And the smell, sweet mother Jesus, the smell. No, thank you, sir. I'm all right. It made my eyes water every time I wore it, and we all know Ruth's eyes water like Jesus anyway. So adding this into the mix was just a nightmare. It was like fucking Niagara Falls. So I wouldn't pass it on to anyone, and I've used considerably more than half. So I'm going to say it's empty. And the same goes for the concealer. I mean, that is the most concealer I've used in about 10 years, so I'm thrilled with that. So they are going. Next up, I'll put these two together as well, and we knock some stuff over while we're at it, because, you know, why not? I have the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. Little, small little one that I got. And L'Oreal Glow Mon Amour Highlighting Drops. This one here. So you can see I've scraped all the edges. So Katie gave me, from Procrastinating Panner, gave me a great tip. So what I did is I actually emptied both of these into a bigger tub and put in some body moisturizer with them, mix it all up, and wore it as a body moisturizer. And when I was wearing a dress or something like that, and the legs were out and the arms were out, it was phenomenal. It was gorgeous. I wouldn't have worn them on their own because they were too sparkly and too kind of intense. But mixed in a moisturizer, they were beautiful, and I'm delighted that I got use out of them because they were just languishing in the drawers. Hey, well held. They were languishing in the drawers. So yeah, I'm thrilled. They're done and dusted and out of the collection. Wouldn't repurchase out of them. L'Oreal isn't cruelty free anyway, and customer favorites. It was too intense. No. I'm just not able for it. I'm just not cut out for that kind of thing. Not at all. Last but not least, second last but not least, Catrice Glam and Doll Lash Colorist Semi-Permanent Volume Mascara. It wasn't semi-permanent. I don't understand that claim because it all came off when I washed them at night anyway. That was the brush that was on it. Kind of a spiky plastic one that was tapered. Didn't like this one at all, and I typically like Catrice mascaras, but this one I didn't enjoy. It was supposed to be waterproof as well, but it definitely wasn't. Smudged everywhere on me. It was a disaster, so I didn't enjoy that one at all. Would not repurchase. And lastly, this time, promise this time, it is a Wet n Wild gel lip crayon. So I had this in my Team Project pan, I think it was. Never Petal Down was the shade that it was in, and it has fallen apart and is completely empty. So it is done. Pretty colour, lovely formula, picture they're not cruelty free, otherwise I would repurchase. Et voila, that is it, all done. They are my empties for the month of August. So, you know, still good. 19 products there, like, not to be sniffed at. But I've had better months too. I'm a bit concerned because I'm now down these three in particular. I hate when my skincare routine has a few products going out at once, because that means I'm introducing other ones, and I worry sometimes that it'll have an adverse effect on my skincare or on my skin. So yeah, hopefully nothing too drastic will happen. So like that, I have a new, I think I'm using the Ren glycolic toner. I have a moisturizer from Aldi, which is okay. I'm not loving it, it's a bit scented. And I am using a serum from Good Molecules, which so far I'm loving, so that's good. But yeah, I just don't like when I have a lot of skincare, and I have a few others that are nearly running out as well, and I'm like, oh my god, I hate when they all go together. But that's what happens when you start stuff together, isn't it? How are we all doing out there, lads? How's life treating you? Ireland at the moment, we are heading back into another heat wave. We all know how Ruth feels about heat waves. She doesn't like them. She doesn't like them. Now, the only thing I'm thinking is, look it'll be great. I'm going to take down loads of curtains and duvets and stuff like that and wash them and get them out in the line, and they'll be gorgeous and dry in no time and smell beautiful. So we're going to focus on the positives. We're not going to focus on the wasps, nemesis. We're not going to focus on all the flies. We're not going to focus on all the heat and humidity and... oh, lads, it'll be autumn soon. It'll be autumn soon. I think I have the reverse of SAD. I was discussing this with a friend recently, and we reckon that we have the reverse of it. I think I get more depressed in the summer, and I adore the autumn. I love cuddling up with cozy jumpers, and I love scarves, and I love the cold and seeing my breath in the air, and I love it being dark. I love going out for walks in the dark. I know this isn't normal, guys, I'm very aware of that, but yeah, that's me. So how are you doing? How's the weather with you? I don't know if you know this or not, Irish people are obsessed with weather. Obsessed with weather. So if we are 23 degrees here today, right, and it's 21 degrees in Barcelona, hotter than Spain. Yep. Oh, we're hotter than Spain today. Yeah. Oh, we are obsessed. If we're on holidays and we ring home to touch base and we go, what's the weather like there today? Ah, it's raining, is it? So to split the rocks here. We're delighted. You know, we're just... So if I go on about weather nearly every video, I do apologise. It was the way I was raised. It's a cultural thing. And we're just obsessed with it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go and stop rambling again. And I will chat to you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye. Slán.